Welcome back to Backseat Drivers, guys. I'm Mar and this is Alan, and we're here about the Canada GP. What are your first thoughts about that? What do you think about it?
I loved it. I loved it. It was a damn good race. Uh,
Different,
Partially
different from
because
Miami, right?
very different from Miami and action all the way to the end with a lot of people. I mean, up in the front for sure, but then Lawson and Gasly are having a battle too down in the midfield. I don't really have any complaints with this other than the obvious topics of the reliability issues that are happening to George's car.
Yeah, let's start with that.
Let's start with Mercedes in general. So that is one thing, like you said before we started recording, right? The last three races,
Yeah, 3 out of 5.
George has had just reliability issues with that Mercedes in general, and today was just that broke my heart for George because holy shit, man! For 30 straight laps, 30 or 31 straight laps,
That was awesome.
it was just nonstop back and forth action with
Which
Kimi and George up front.
I just
I
want to
just-
say
I-
something really quick.
Yeah,
Where are all those haters that are going to be like, "Oh, that's not racing. That's just Mario Karting. That's yo-yoing." Because no one remembered. No one remembered any of that stuff.
no.
So, like, can you all get on one page and just stay on it?
For real though, and it's the same thing with it's the same thing that goes with the drivers too. Like everyone was what we'll get to that in a second though. Speaking of Mercedes, the notes that I had written down, let me look at them really quick. The notes that I had written down for Mercedes was just to call out Toto first. First, you're talking shit to
Yeah.
Zach Brown. Oh, you have to pick a driver. You have to pick a number one driver. It doesn't work if you just let them all race. Why are you letting them race? In the interview, he's like, oh, we'll let them race and whatever.
Safely.
So that's my first. Yeah, safely. Papaya rules. It sounds a lot similar to me, just safely. But whatever, Toto. You all of a sudden you change your mind on everything. But anyways, I just wanted to call him out for Zach because I'm sure Zach is itching to say the same thing because he caught a lot of shit for that last season.
He just might.
That's true. We haven't seen the interviews yet. This is fresh after the race, so we
Yeah,
don't really
yeah.
know what's going on. What are your thoughts on Kimi Antonelli now? At the start of the season, this kid, blah, blah, blah. I don't think he's that much. He ain't hot shit. He's not nothing. With the car on the side, right? Because the car matters, obviously.
Kimmy
What
put
do you
in
think
work
about
today.
Kimi?
He put in work today. Kimmy proved today he deserves that seat. Like today, the anger
This
and the
weekend.
hungriness, just with the sprint and this race, like Kimmy, like I said, like we're impartial. So I'm not a Kimmy hater, but for me, Kimmy today was like on point. This is
Yeah.
the Kimmy that I
Yeah.
see at the end of the year with a championship in his belt. Like,
Yeah.
you know, this is big nuts Kimmy. This isn't little 18-year-old Kimmy. Oh my God, Hamilton. Oh my God. No, this is Kimmy being like, bitch, move over. I'm coming through.
It's my turn.
Yeah,
It's my turn.
It's my turn. So, respect.
That was my biggest thing. I was like, I gotta call Mars bitch ass out because you were like, he ain't shit. He hasn't even proven himself. Toto's just glazing and riding him like he
Yeah.
ain't all that.
But I mean, we're only 5 in, and like a lot
We
of people,
are.
a lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh, it's 40 points. It's 40 points." It's 2 races. If
Yeah.
Kimmy has a DNF, and George wins it, that's half.
That's
I mean, it would have been an 11-point deficit if George had won, but
Right.
like like we still got like what 19? No, not even 19. Like 17 races left. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot.
It's a long way.
A lot can
Long
happen.
way.
There's still chance for them to touch. There's still chance for them to both not finish. Like, because that's what it was looking like.
Yeah.
It probably would have happened had George's car not fucked up.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. That's a good segue because it seemed like George was, besides the reliability issue, George was having a lot of little mistakes, but instantly just correcting them, and it was almost easy for Russell, right? Like He would make a mistake in the hairpin. It was always in that damn hairpin. He would go too wide every time. And then Kimmy did the same thing after he had passed him, like the lap after that or something like that, 2 laps after he passed him. But when I saw that happening, I instantly was like, is George cracking under pressure? Because he's making a lot of little dumb mistakes that shouldn't be happening, right?
Yeah.
And then
it looked
at
like
the
that.
at the same time, his experience level was showing as well on the recovery, how quick he would fix that mistake after it happened. And Kimmy, I feel like this whole weekend, he's doing great. No, not trying to be a hater or nothing, but there's room for improvement. His
Yeah.
inexperience
Yeah.
also is showing, because if they touched, it was going to be Kimmy's fault.
Yeah.
And the times that they did touch,
He was on
it was
the
him
edge.
being a little bit too, I would say he was a little bit past the edge, to be honest with you. He was like, there was a couple of those where during the sprint where I was like, why are you guys racing this hard for the sprint? I know you guys want to win the championship, but like, if you guys both crash out your cars and you can't qualify, you're both screwed. Like,
Well,
you know,
after today, it makes sense why they're racing that hard even in the sprint.
yes.
You know, it's like Kimmy was a little bit over the edge. There were some times that I saw George make him make mistakes, but the other way around, I don't. Even though Kimmy pressured George a lot, I didn't really get the feeling that Kimmy was making George make those mistakes. I feel like George was trying to adapt to Kimmy's racing line because, you know, they get the telemetry. They get told, like, oh, Kimmy's making better gains in these turns and his braking is better in these turns. So I think George was, like, trying to adjust his racing line to Kimmy's to maintain that gap. And that's why he was probably making those subtle, small, but, you know, costly mistakes. But then the mistakes that I saw Kimmy make were like, whoa, bro, like, you're hard on those brakes, like you're like really aggressive. You're gonna like have Max end up catching you and passing you if you continue like this. We're never gonna know. I mean, the car fucked up and the race is done with, but you know, we have 17 more tries to find out.
Yeah, and the biggest thing that I had was I was actually surprised that it was George's car that had the reliability, because I felt like I felt like, as far as how hard they were each driving it, right? In my mind, I was like, if the engine blows, it's going to be Kimmy's, because he's just going crazy, right? Or whatever it is that the issue was, that the power unit was the main issue, but I don't know what happened in there. But I'm just saying, I think that was, if I didn't already believe in conspiracies in F1, like we're subtly picking somebody, but you're just not going to know. Kind of like how once Lewis had said he was out the door, his car started to all of a sudden be not as good as Charles is, or I mean, as George Russell's, and George started to out qualify him all the time and all kinds of stuff. And I was just like, that's a little sus that after he announces, hey, I'm going to Ferrari, they're like, okay, it looked like there was just no more updates for Lewis, and we're not going to tell him anything about the new car, and we're just going to completely shut that door. And it screwed him, right? Not that he was going to win anyways. George didn't win either. But George was at least in the running that season.
He had the better car.
Yeah, he did have the better car. And it's looking like, to me anyways, it's looking like Mercedes has picked a team leader, especially now. Just super unfortunate for George, though. It did break my heart. I wanted to see that race completely go 60 laps and see what's up.
Yeah, I wanted to see it play out too.
Moving on,
we got some time.
Moving on to McLaren, though, right? They just decided to take Ferrari's strategy fuck ups today. I mean, starting with the early box that then they all got spit out into traffic, and they just never. I think Norris got to like P9 at one point, or P10.
Well,
and then his gearbox gave out.
I was telling you, like, before the race when we were texting, I was like, dude, watch everybody on Inters get fucked immediately.
Yeah, you did.
I was
say
like,
that.
watch. I was like, it was a no-brainer. Like, yeah, there was rain at the beginning of the race, yeah, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough.
Yeah,
like, and they thought it was gonna get more, but it just dried out. And when I saw the second lap, that the second
You could see where the racing line was at.
Yeah, when I saw the second formation lap, I thought to myself, I was like, pit, start from the pit lane, just pit, start from the pit lane. I was like, everybody on inters just pit and start from the pit lane, and they none of them did it. And like the funny thing is, like, now when I saw the cooldown room, Lewis tells Max, like, we switched from our inters to our softs, and Max was like, oh yeah, I saw that you guys changed wheels right before the race started. And I was like, hello.
It's that experience. It's that like you've done this 100 times. You know if what you can handle, if the tires are good or not. A lot of the bigger teams, I would say, fell short in that area, especially McLaren. Like there was, I think, was it the Alpines or who was it that it was lower teams that had started on softs or mediums also.
Yeah.
And
Alpines.
McLaren was on inters, and I'm just like, are all of you new? Like, you guys, none of you guys was like, hey, boss, maybe we should, I mean, everyone's
we should rethink the strategy.
Slicks, we should, I mean, I know that everything takes you have to take a chance with whatever it is that you're doing to try to win, but it was just crazy to me how fumbled that shit was. And then I'm not really quite sure what happened to Piastri's second pit. Was it his front wing that they had to switch out or what? Because that one took forever.
What do you mean? He crashed
with Albon.
He crashed and destroyed Albon's car.
So when I was watching the race, right, that part, they didn't show that part at all, right? And I wasn't following Piastri because he's down in BFE.
I sent you the picture of how I watch it. Yeah. That's how I see everything, because I can't, if I just use one screen, I can't see shit except what they want to show me. But as soon as I saw that, I went to my second screen and rewound. Like, I just rewounded the thing and was like, put it on Piastri. And I was like, bro, you should, what the hell is wrong with? All right, so since we're on the topic, let's move on to our biggest losers. For me, it's McLaren. The strategy was not there. It's like these guys forgot the years and years and years of Formula One that they've been racing with. It's like Piastri was trying to make up for all the time that they lost coming in. I mean, yeah, you got front row right off the start, Norris, but that was it. I mean, did you have fun for 2 laps, 3 laps? Awesome. Yeah. 1 lap, I don't even remember how. It was just fast.
I mean, literally when he took the lead, right? He passed everybody at the beginning. My instant thought was, oh, it's Lando no wins. Everyone knows homeboy got lucky last season that he had a crazy fast car, and he got lucky that Piastri didn't win that. And I think everybody knows that. Even he knows, like, whew, this was my one and only. I don't see Lando being a champion again, ever. But unless he gets a crazy fast car out of nowhere again and can manage to fuck up 2 more seasons and then win on the next one, like he has been. But my biggest loser of the day wasn't a team per se, but it was George. Like I said, that broke my heart for him, man. I was like, I feel like this whole weekend he wasn't having the best weekend already. He was struggling. From what I could see, he seemed to be struggling the whole weekend. Then the sprint comes up, pulls one out, awesome. And then this happens where he's throwing bows, he's duking it out, and then just, I don't want to say crazy bad luck because we know it's deeper than that. But that's also why I think he's the biggest loser today. It's just, holy shit, I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say about it.
I mean, I can respect that decision. I won't agree with it. I think that had the car like kept its fucking composure and stayed and it, like, worked how it's supposed to, maybe we would have had a completely different race. Like, we could have had Max winning if they decided to hit each other and just like, pff, they're gone, right? But so Max
wouldn't have won, but okay.
I wouldn't have. Yeah, that would have been a Hamilton win. I will understand how you can say that, but for me, McLaren's fuck up is too big to not notice it. Like, it is way too big to not notice it.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
yes, the next topic that we're going to discuss is the real driver of the day. I mean, they voted Lewis, which is cool.
I agree.
He wasn't mine.
I agree.
You agree with Lewis?
I agree.
Really?
I
We're at
agree.
odds
Yeah.
about Lewis?
About Lewis. We're always at odds about Lewis, but now I'm on the other side of the fence now.
Yeah. Well, and this is what I mean though. This is why I didn't personally pick. I would have. Everyone knows
You
by
just
this
had
point.
to
I
remove
would
your
have.
lips from his ass or what?
Yeah, like no. I mean, everybody would love. They all know. They all are assuming like, oh, you didn't pick Lewis. No, I thought the real driver of the day was Hadjar. Started P13, ended P6 or 5?
5. P5. Yeah.
Yeah, he finished ahead of Leclerc.
Yeah, he's P5.
So, I mean that's a huge thing for him, especially with how bad his weekend also has been. I think that it's been a while since Max had anybody that close to him.
Lewis, for me, it was a driver of the day because he was almost 7 seconds behind. And Max is the kind of guy that's not going to just slow down and be like, hey, catch me, let's make it interesting. No, he's the guy that likes to just leave you in the dust. He likes to be consistent, flat out all the time. So points to the car and points to Lewis for driving the hell out of it to catch points to the Lewis for driving the hell out of it, dude. Like to catch him and
Lewis.
Pass him, you know? Like today he was Sir Lewis. Today he was the old Lewis.
Today he was Sir Lewis. Dude,
today was the old Lewis.
I'm not gonna
I bet you he didn't fuck Kim this weekend. That's probably why. That's
probably why. You need to let go of Kim, dude. She's a fucking mistake. She's gonna kill us, literally. But, dude, I kid you not though. When I was watching the race, I was like, like towards the end there, you know what I mean? Dude, as soon as I heard Lewis on the radio say, "We can do this, guys, I'm pushing," I was like, "Oh shit, here we go." And then when I just kept seeing that time come down, I was like, dude, he's got tunnel vision. He's locked in.
Yeah.
He's locked in. And then when he passed him, but I was
I'm not gonna lie.
For second place, but I don't care. I was freaking out.
I'm not gonna lie. When he passed him, I clapped hard. I was like, hell yeah, because that is the kind of race that's why for me he was driver of the day, because that's the kind of race that he pulled up. Like he was 7 seconds behind. Everybody and their mama are thinking like he's not gonna catch him. Like the Ferrari doesn't have it, but it's those milliseconds. That's where you see the driving come in. That's where it's no longer the car. Because he cut down that gap hard.
Yeah, and I'm excited for the next, for the next 8 weeks we get 6 races. Oh, I wish we got 8.
Starting with your favorite one.
I'll do with 6.
We got your favorite one in a couple of weeks.
What?
Monaco. You love that thing. You just eat that thing up.
I'm interested to see it with this smaller car, but I still think these are too big. It's
not that smaller.
I still think it's too big, yeah. But hey, if Lewis qualifies first, he probably wins, just like anyone else that qualifies first.
Yeah, if he qualifies first,
Monaco's gonna be interesting between Mercedes
because of qualifying. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be. I mean, whoever qualifies first is basically going to win the race. We already know that.
Unless there's rain, or accidents at the beginning.
But anyway, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, you guys.
It was a great race, and
thank you guys for watching the channel, the podcast, wherever you're listening. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that follow. We have social media, the Backseat Drivers Podcast, on all socials. I lied. Instagram, Twitter, or X, I guess, is what it's called now. And TikTok.
YouTube.
And YouTube.